Manchester United's new manager, Ruben Amorim, is set to take on Manchester City in Champions League. Not taking charge as the United manager, of course, but it is one of his last few fixtures at the helm with current club Sporting CP. Building up to that clash, Amorim has made quite a strong statement, comparing himself to United's greatest manager, Alex Ferguson. He feels United fans would call him the new Alex Ferguson if he pulls a rabbit out of the hat here in the upcoming fixture. So before any of that happens, here's a little backgrounder on the Portuguese manager. How did he manage to land the big job with little experience? Maybe they are counting on yet another Portuguese luck to rub off on this club. Take a look.
Manchester United showed Erik ten Hag the door and appointed Portuguese manager Ruben Amorim within a week. Enough to remind fans that the club is looking for a long-term partnership and is hoping for a steady run under Amorim. Because before he was appointed as manager, some big names were linked to the club. Experienced campaigners like Gareth Southgate, Graham Potter, Simone Inzaghi and Xavi, all with impressive portfolios, turned down. And United went ahead with a young manager with no experience of coaching an English club. But what works in Amorim's favour is the fact that he is a serious winner, not just with Sporting, but ever since he set his eyes on becoming a manager, which was quite early in his career. The Portuguese manager was playing alongside one of the greatest footballers in the game, Cristiano Ronaldo, up until 2014. Yes, that's how young Amorim is. The new United manager is just 9 days older than Ronaldo. And given how he started his managerial career 8 years ago, it proves how invested the Portuguese has been in becoming one. He quit his playing career very early on at the age of 31, pretty much at his prime. But Amorim knew he would become a better manager than a footballer, so he started his journey with the special one, Jose Mourinho. Not as an assistant manager, but he undertook a postgraduate degree under then Manchester United manager Mourinho in 2017, the foundation for his career, and that is where it all began for Amorim, but not without its fair share of controversies. His eagerness in becoming a manager quite early in his career landed him in trouble. In 2018, Amorim took up the job of managing Portuguese third-tier club Casa Pia, but without proper qualification and approvals of the UEFA. The result? Amorim was handed a 12-month ban from the dugout, which was eventually lifted. But then he made a quick move to another Portuguese club, Braga. He was the manager of their B side, but just months into his job, he was promoted to manage the senior setup. And in his limited stint with Braga, Amorim impressed Sporting CP, his current club. Club paid the $11 million release clause to secure his services. And since then, he has taken Sporting to great heights. Amorim took Sporting to their first league title in 19 years. In his first full season in charge, he repeated the feat last season as well. He has won domestic titles and the Super Cup in this time with the Portuguese side. And the extent of the success is such that Amorim's Sporting is now a threat to Pep Guardiola's Manchester City too, and the Portuguese manager believes that might earn him the tag of the new Alex Ferguson.
If we win tomorrow, they will think the new Alex Ferguson has arrived. That will be very difficult. It could increase expectations. I don't know what is better when I start my new adventure.
He sure walks in with a lot of expectations, and given how United fans are eager to bring back the glory days, a Sporting win over Manchester City is bound to bring out all the Alex Ferguson comparisons. Because for over a decade now, the United faithfuls have only been hoping for a return of the Fergie time. Could Amorim be the answer?
Washington is all set for a presidential battle like no other.
In less than 90 days, it's either going to be him or me sitting in the Oval Office.
Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump.
All we want is one simple thing: get out on Tuesday.
A vice president versus a former president. As we head towards election night, Vantage will be live from the heart of the action. Speaking to voters in this final stretch,
I'm still very undecided.
Very close presidential race.
Tracking the campaigns as they make the last push. From exclusive ground reports to in-depth analysis, this is your one-stop destination for the presidential race. Join us on this special edition of Vantage live from the White House in Washington, D.C.